Hello everyone, I'm Mike and welcome to Omega Survival. I'm in my shop right now and I'm going to do a quick review and reprofiling of an edge of a knife. And the review I'm going to do today is the Lansky Deluxe 5-stone sharpening system. So let me refocus the camera and get to it and show everyone what I'm going to do. Now, I already put the posts in because you have to do that. And it comes with 5 stones. This one, they have a few different sets, but this is the one I wanted. They have a set with just these 3. The coarse, medium, and fine. This one happens to come with an extra coarse, medium, fine, and extra fine. The extra fine is like a ceramic stone. It's got a little black on it from the last time I sharpened with it. And it comes with this piece here to tighten the knife down on. And it comes with these gauges for degrees of depth. And it comes with the honing oil. Now after I use these for a while, I like to take a regular sanding block just to clean the debris off them. And I always keep a rag on my lap to wipe off the oil that I'm going to be putting on my finger. And you're going to make sure these posts are nice and tight and straight. And I'm going to do some more work on my SE3. I already started working on it. I'm working on a mirror edge. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. But the only thing I don't like about this system is there was little rubber pieces that came in here, and there's a little lip right there, and that lip is where your knife sits, and it's good to center the knife on the blade, not the knife itself. And it came with this in both sections and an extra screw. I put the screw in there because I can get more torque on it. And I actually had to take out them little rubber pieces to grip the knife so it doesn't mark your knife up, because when I put a little bit of pressure on it, they just came out. So I wrapped it with Gorilla Tape, and I gotta keep resetting it, but it's not that big of a deal to me because the sharpener works so well. Now you want to tighten it up nice and tight, and the real tightness is going to be a little play. But the real tightness comes when you tighten down on this, because it lifts up on the back. This doesn't screw into anything on the bottom plate. It just pushes off the bottom plate and raises this piece up. And when it raises that like a fulcrum lever, it pushes down on the front piece and it tightens it up. You don't want to over tighten it either because it's a plastic top and you'll snap it off. By the way, I just wanted to show something cool off that I got the other day. It's a mini draw knife. It does work. It actually works really well for small stuff. But you make sure this is even. I didn't get the post with it. They have a post for that middle hole, but I have a shop here and I could just clamp it to stuff. And on the coarser stones, I usually put 2 drops of oil because it sucks it in. But these are so full of oil, I might be able to get away with 1 now. It really helps it, like emulsification compound. Or a rubbing compound, because it holds all that grit. Now what you do is I'm going to go 20% on this blade. And when you're roughing it out, you could start like this Just work your way back and forth. Try to keep even pressure. And then after that, sorry about that. After that, what you're gonna do is, I usually like to line up the blade with this notch, this bump out right here, and then you're gonna go this way until you work all them grinds out. Now this is extra coarse, it's really going to bite hard into the blade, so you got to be careful. This is for when you really want to reprofile an edge. And I make all my edges on my knives mirror polished with this, and sharp enough to shave my hair off my arms. You just got to be patient, don't press too hard. Try to be even all the way across. And then when you're done with that, I don't really need to do this much because I've already done this knife. I'm just going through the steps again to show everybody in the video. 1 drop of oil. I don't really need to clean this because I did last night. I'm just showing you what I do when the stones get gunked up. Now these stones are probably about 4 inches, maybe 3.5 inches by like I think maybe 3/8 of an inch. Let me put that back in there. Sometimes I like to hold my hand in the back of this right here, just because it keeps this more steady. You can hear clearly it's biting in. And then you just work it back and forth until you see all the grinds from one side. Work out, and then you start from the other direction and do the same thing. And then when I'm done doing that with each stone, until I get down to the finer stones, I like to work it up and down first. That takes patience. I'm not going to go through the whole process. And then you come down to the medium stone. I do like to use oil on every single one. Just a drop. Now this whole set cost me like $45 on eBay. Not 45, 35. I'm sorry. And short of getting like a work sharp or having a professional knife grinding bench sharpener, this is the best sharpening system I've had. You gotta follow it all the way through when you start. Steady, even pressure. You'll get the hang of it. You'll learn what spots work a little differently the more you use this sharpening system. It's not that difficult, but you'll learn different spots in the stone, even though it's supposed to be all in the same angle. Actually works a little different, and you can see it just holds it a little stable when you hold your finger there. And I like to go this way until I see it worked out, and you will see it worked out when you're in front of it and you're looking at it up close. And then you go down to the fine. Now of course I wouldn't take an abrasive sanding pad like I did with the coarse and the extra coarse and the medium. With the finer stones, just use a rag and wipe it clean. The more you get comfortable with it, the more you'll learn what you can do and can't do with it. And so on and so on. And here's the extra fine. And they also have a leather stropping set that looks just like this, and it's super fine stone and leather and rubbing compounds, and that's when you can get a true mirror edge. Now this one I only go this way. And you can rub it back and forth. You get a rag, rub some of the oil off to see where you're at. It's already starting to feel scary sharp, and that's only one side. And how I do it is I just flip it over and crank down. Make sure it's straight. Then I start the whole process again. On this side. Then down to the next stone. And since I already did this, I don't have to go this way anymore with it. I could just keep working it out this way. I'm just going to do that all the way down on this to get it back to where it was before I started, because this knife was already pre-profiled and resharpened recently. Sharp enough to shave with. I keep my SE3 scary sharp because that's my workhorse knife. This is the knife I usually keep on me all the time in the woods. Then you just keep working it until you get all the grind marks out from the stone before it. You gotta have a little patience when you do this. It takes a while. In real time. I'm just skipping strokes here because I'm trying to keep the amount of time of the footage of this video down. But I had to get something other than a whetstone. A whetstone's good for really big stuff like my axes and things like that, but unless somebody teaches you how to do it or you've been doing it your whole life, it's just so hard for me to learn how to do the whetstone. And no matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't get it, especially with my knives. Like some of the steel in some of my knives are super hard and tough steel, like S30V and S35VN, and good luck. I commend anyone who can put an edge on a knife like that with a whetstone, because it's so hard. The steel's so hard, it's not easy. And let me reach over here really quick. I made my own strop. I made it from an old leather belt, a good leather belt, and I contact cemented it to a piece of wood, and I didn't like how flexible that was, so I contact cemented it to another piece of wood, and now it's solid. And now I just take the knife on the same degree as the angle of the bevel I just put on it, and I give it a couple strokes on each side. And it's got a bevel. A burl, I mean. And I'm working out when you do this, a micro burl. And to get it truly as sharp as you can, you gotta get that burl out, and you'll feel it. Just a little bit there. Yeah, that's scary, scary sharp right now. I see. And if your knife's already sharp and you're going out in the field and it's good steel, you don't need to resharpen knives like this all the time. It's only a once in a while thing. To anyone who's really serious into knives already knows that. What a strop is good for is it pretty much cleans the debris like tree resin and tree sap and all the gunky gooky crap that comes in the outdoors when you're cutting wood and stuff like that. And what the strop does, it pretty much buffs all that stuff off the blade, and it makes it sharp again, because when that kind of stuff builds up, your blade's just not as sharp. So you take the strop and you strop it a couple of times when you come in from the woods, and you're usually good. And that's what I do. And I've had this strop for a while, and they do wear out, I'm sure, at some point, but I don't see that one wearing out for me for a long time. I'm Mike with Omega Survival, and that's about all I really have for this video. So please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching.